All right, hi, I want to talk about my experience here in Medellin. First off, let's talk about traveling to Medellin. A lot of people are concerned with safety. This is as safe as anywhere you're going to be on the planet. Okay, they are going to get you from the airport to the hotel, in and out of the medical facility, through the mall, and you are going to be in a very controlled, safe environment the entire time. And when you're walking from the hotel to the clinic, it looks like Beverly Hills. The mall looks like Beverly Hills. Their clinic looks like Beverly Hills. It's beautiful, it's safe, it's fun. You know what? I'm 58. I'm a former special operations guy, and I would like to be able to continue working in my field. It's very physical, you know, you need strength, you need endurance, you need mobility. And I want to, extend, the health of my life with mobility and strength. The back, the shoulders, the neck, let's get everything healthy and working again. Now, if you choose to venture outside of that, great. They're going to tell you the areas where you can go and you can't go. Like any other large city in the world, especially America, there's neighborhoods you don't want to get into in Atlanta and LA, and I'm sure they have them here, but they're not going to let you go there. So it's very safe. As a matter of fact, I'm so confident with the crew here that I would, without hesitation, send my wife here by herself, because I know they got her. They got her. She's in a controlled, safe environment the whole time. Now, as far as the treatment myself that I received, I was a career special operations guy, 24 years in uniform and several more years out of uniform. I've got over 30 years with the special operations community. Now, anyone who spent that long in the special operations community is going to have some injuries. And I'm proud to say I never spent a day working behind a desk. But because of my activities in the last 30 years, I've had, I think, 13 surgeries. And what really brought me here to Medellin was start at the top and work our way down. TBI, I've got some TBI issues. I figured we'd address that while we're here. They seem to be having success there. C-spine, got C-spine issues. The C-spine had surgery with good results, but now it's intermittent and my range of motion is not good, so we're going to address the C-spine. Both shoulders, I've had 6 shoulder surgeries, and the shoulders, he can tell you better than me, but labrums, rotator cuffs, supraspinatus, they've all got issues. We've addressed that. Both elbows, probably because of my shoulders. I've had intermittent elbow pain for a decade now. The biggest problem I've got probably is lumbar spine, and during I've had 2 lumbar surgeries, and during my first one, my right leg atrophied, but after surgery, it magically grew back. After my second back surgery, this time it was the back, it was a sciatic nerve, and it atrophied everything from the butt to the hamstring to the calf. And 2 years later, the leg is still substantially smaller than the right leg. At one point, it was about 1.5 inches smaller, and the strength is about half the size, or half as strong. If I can do 10 leg presses with 100 pounds with this leg on this side, I'm only going to get 4. So the strength is not there, and it spasms and gives me problems at night constantly, all because of the lumbar spine. So I thought we could really help that. But that's what brought me here. To start with the treatment itself, right off the bat, the stem cell injections themselves, on a scale of 1 to 10, as far as pain goes, I would give a 1.5. I mean, they're just absolutely painless. So if you're a little needle phobic, have no fear. They're as close to painless as anything you're ever going to get. Some body parts do get sore on some people, some don't, depending on what you're doing. The MRI I did here was awesome. I had to spend almost 2 hours in the MRI chamber because I got 4 MRIs. And when you get an MRI in America, they do not go out of their way to make you comfortable. And I've probably had 20, maybe 25 MRIs. And they put you on the tube and they throw you in there, and I've got a C-spine injury, so my neck being flat causes a lot of problems in an MRI machine. And in America, they give you the pillow with no loft, and it's extremely painful. And they sent a translator with me. The MRI is the only time you leave this building. And those girls went out of their way to make sure I was totally comfortable in that MRI, and they gave me double ear pro, ears that go in and muffs. And it was the most pleasant MRI I've ever done in my life. 22 hours felt like 20 minutes. So that was good. They do give you a lot of IV treatment. They give you, the first IV treatment you get is vitamins, super vitamins. I would like to get the formula for that because when I took that, you feel euphoric. It literally feels like you're on something. But you want to talk about feeling good, you feel good. The next day they give you stem cell IV, and I think I forgot to mention sexual health in the beginning. I'm 58, so I also got the sexual health treatment while I was here. I mean, it seems like you would be a fool not to, so I did do that. But the morning after I got that stem cell IV, I had the best morning erection I've had in 20 years, and this thing would not go away. I'm done brushing my teeth and showering, it's still there. And I'm like, wow. And I haven't even had the sexual treatment yet, the sexual rejuvenation. That was just the IVs that were in the bag. So that was pretty good. Too bad my wife wasn't here. But the shoulders themselves, when we got to the shoulders and we figured out what we needed to do, we did the shoulders, again, pain-free injections. By the next morning, they were getting better literally by the minute or hour. And that was just 2 days ago. So I feel like I could leave here and go work out right now, to be perfectly honest. But I'm gonna get his advice before I do anything. But the shoulders did come back very quickly. When I got the lower back done, the lower back, to me, was amazing. And we ended up doing 6 discs, a couple in the C-spine, 3 in the L-spine, and 1 in the thoracic spine, if I remember right. So we ended up doing 6 discs. And they don't give you a local because there's no need for a local because this is a pain-free injection. So there was no painkiller administered to me whatsoever. And my back literally felt better when I got off the table than when I got on it. And it did get a little stiff that night by the time I went to bed, just a little stiff. But I woke up in the morning thinking, okay, this might be stiff and sore like the shoulders, and it was absolutely not. That is the most pain-free my back has been in the morning in probably 5 years. And every morning I get up, I have a tremendous amount of back pain. And just to give you an example, on an average morning when I get out of bed, this is about how far I can squat, and it hurts like hell. And I probably went a little deeper than I could on an average morning. I mean, it's just, that's about it. And it really, really hurts. When I woke up and got out of bed this morning, I didn't do anything. I walked to the mirror and I said, let me see what my squat feels like. And I went down to my normal squat position like it was no problem. And it was completely pain-free. And if you've ever watched a guy squat, you can tell his lumbar mobility by how far he has to lean over to keep balance. A guy that's got good mobility can keep his shoulders back, his weight over his hips, and pretty much go straight down. A young guy would look a lot better than me and come back up. It's been years since I've been able to squat like that pain-free, and we're 1 day post-treatment. So to say that I'm excited about the success we're going to have with the lumbar would be an understatement. Because I'm a huge believer in mobility and how important that is with everything. Another thing that I think is paramount here and that I really enjoyed was this man right here, Dr. Alejandro. He is literally the first guy I saw when I got here that went over my record with me, and he's going to be the last guy I see when I leave. And what he did was act, obviously, with other physicians, is talk about your physical problems, and then he goes through your MRIs with you line by line and puts together the best treatment protocol for you. And you know, because I was originally down for 4 discs only, and I had a feeling I needed a few more than 4. And we went disc by disc, we found the problems and we addressed them. And before I leave here, he's going to do his part with the stem cells. Before I leave here, he's going to make sure that I do my part to create the perfect environment for the stem cells to grow and do the right things to rehab and get productive growth without overtraining, which is what I would normally do, and stressing the stem cells. So to me, he's the most important man in the building as far as I'm concerned. But I will tell you, it's been a pleasure working with you, and we haven't had our final meeting yet, but I cannot wait to get his input on things that I need to do going forward, because he really spent quite a bit of time with me, and not only does he understand all of my injuries and issues. He understands my lifestyle and the things that I like to do, and he's probably going to tell me to taper back a little bit, and by all means, I'm going to listen. And I'll tell you something else. He's not a stem cell salesman. We had one disc to me that looked like it was located a little lower in the thoracic area of the spine, and I'm thinking like, what do you think about that one? And he could have easily said, it could present you problems later, let's do it. He didn't. He said, you know what? Looking at the damage to that disc and the location, that disc will not bother you in your lifetime. So he wasn't trying to sell a stem cell that he didn't need to sell. He was really trying to help me accomplish my goals. And I thought that was kind of impressive because they are in the business of selling stem cells, but they're only selling the stem cells that you need. Now what I'm going to try to do, as a viewer, before I came here, I went online and I listened to all the testimonials, and everybody talked about what a wonderful place it is and how great everyone is. And it is. You feel like you're in Beverly Hills. I mean, it's immaculate. Everyone is unbelievable. The patient concierge, unbelievable. Those girls answered no less than 1,000 texts. And I was in Asia texting them, trying to get time zones right, and they're just always there. So yeah, the service is great. But what I wanted to know as a potential patient was follow through. How much success did you have down the road? So what I plan on doing, because exercise is part of the world I live in, is I'm going to every 30 days, either through their Facebook website or through their direct link on their website or their Facebook page, is post a follow-up video on how well the shoulders are progressing, how well the lower back and the C-spine is progressing, how well the TBI is progressing, how well the sexual health is progressing. That way, as a viewer or potential customer, okay, you've got more than just 24 hours. I can tell you, less than 24 hours after my back treatment, I feel fabulous. But I want to tell you how I feel in 30 days, or 60 or 90, because I know some things are going to improve or they're not, and I have a feeling I've got an exciting road in front of me.